verify the identity. I have two sides of an equation here, and the left side looks significantly more complicated than the right side. So I'm going to start with the left side here, and I'm going to try to get it to, well, to turn into the right side by just using some basic techniques. So first of all, I notice that I have nested fractions here. I've got this 1 over sine of x in both the numerator and denominator. We don't like fractions inside fractions. That's certainly not simple. And so what we're going to do is we're going to first get rid of that. And one trick to do that is to take the entire numerator and denominator and multiply both of them by the denominator of the nested fraction. So we're going to multiply by sine of x. Okay, we'll do that on top and on bottom. Okay, now by doing this, notice I'm only multiplying by 1 here, so I'm not actually changing it. But now I'm going to take this sine of x, I'm going to distribute it to these three parts. So I have sine of x times sine of x, which is sine squared of x. And then I have minus 2 times sine of x, minus 2 sine of x. And then I have plus, this 1 over sine of x times sine of x is just 1. Okay, the sine of x cancels. Now, in the denominator, I do the same thing. I distribute my sine of x. So sine of x times sine of x is sine squared of x. And then minus 1 over sine of x times sine of x is just 1. So just by doing a little bit of algebra to simplify the fractions within fractions and get rid of those, this actually looks quite a bit simpler. Now, another thing that is often useful to look for is possible factorizations. So I want to know, can I factor the numerator and denominator here? And both of these actually we should recognize as things that we can factor. Both of them are quadratics in sine of x. Okay, I've got a sine squared minus 2 sine plus 1. So I can factor this like I would a quadratic with two factors, okay, where I have sine of x as the first thing in each of these, and then again I need my two numbers that multiply to be 1 and add to be negative 2, which is negative 1 and negative 1. My denominator here, I have a difference of squares. This is sine squared minus 1 squared. And my difference of squares I can factor, that's sine of x minus 1 times sine of x plus 1. And now by factoring, I see a common factor of the sine of x minus 1. So I can cancel that out, and we're left with sine of x minus 1 over sine of x plus 1. And that was my goal. That was what I was trying to verify, so I've now verified this identity.